Congratulations, you became a dad just before the Hatton fight. How is fatherhood for you?
Yeah, it's very good. My daughter's 4.5 months old now. She's coming on leaps and bounds. It's a joy to see her. So yeah.
Do you feel now, as a parent, obviously, do you have more sort of motivation and desire to succeed in your career?
Yeah.
Does it like slightly change your goals a little bit?
It's not. I'm not just fighting for myself anymore. I'm fighting. You know, I've got a little girl. I've got, you know, a family. So I'm fighting for my family. You know, and you know, I put more in it. It gets me up in the morning. You know, when I'm tired and sometimes you can overlay, but it makes me get up. That it makes me get up and train the extra harder.
How are the sleepless nights?
Yeah, I'm in my own room, so there's no sleepless nights now. When I'm into a big fight, you know, I've got my own room and I'm out of the way.
I interviewed your mum, Julie, about you being in boxing, and she said, you know, she can't watch you. She struggles with you being in boxing. She obviously supports you as your mum. Now that you're your own parent yourself, if your child wanted to get into boxing, how would you feel?
I couldn't allow it. The little girl, I just couldn't allow it. Obviously, she's very young now, but obviously when she gets older and she's walking, she's talking, and you know the bond grows and grows. I can relate like with my mum. Obviously, she can't come and watch me fight. She gets in a real bad state, so.
She says her lips go blue, she shakes, she's all over the place.
I think her lips went blue once, and she said never again. She tied it out 3 and 4 times, you know. She can't sit still when I'm fighting. She's thinking of things to do, but she'll get a phone call saying, you know, that we've won, and then she can relax again, and we meet up and we have a night out. So I know it's hard for my mum, but you know, this is the game I'm in.
Right, your next fight is against Carson Jones on July the 7th. Now, he's knocked out his last 8 opponents and he's ranked higher than you. Would you say this is your most dangerous, difficult fight to date?
Yeah, I'd say it's my most dangerous. He's 25. You know, he's hungry. He wants to be. He wants the world title like I do. You know, and they're the most dangerous ones. What you know, they're going to come to fight. He's knocked his last 8 out. We know he's dangerous, but you know I've been training very hard, and whatever he's got, I've got the tools to, you know, to sort him out.
He's come out and said that he's going to use you as a stepping stone to Mayweather. How do you feel being regarded as a stepping stone?
I think he's deluded. He ain't been in with me when he starts feeling my jabbing. You know, he's whatever he thinks is going to go through the window, and he's just gonna fall like the rest of them. You know, he's been beat. You know, so the blueprint how to beat him. I'm undefeated. You know, I'm in my hometown. I'm very confident. I'm training very hard.
Do you think being in your own town will make a difference? Because he's done well fighting away from home.
Yeah, he's done very well fighting away. The pressure's not on him. It might suit him, but I've got a lot of pride. You know, the still shit of Sheffield, and you know, I'm gonna work my backside off in there and to make sure I get the win, whatever it takes. Whatever needs to be done is gonna get done for me to get the W.
The bookies have got you as favourite. Does that put more pressure on you? Does it not faze you at all?
There's always pressure. Always seems to be pressure with me since I tied some gloves on. So you know, I'm just gonna go out there and just, you know, let it all hang out and do what I do, and get in there and start mixing it with this Carson Jones.
I've seen the press conference. We seem to see a bit more of an aggressive you. Usually you're quite subdued and sort of quiet. Has he rubbed you up the wrong way?
Yeah, he definitely rubbed me up the wrong way. He come the first time we saw each other, he was bad mouthing me, you know, slagging Sheffield off, saying, you know, what he's going to do to me. So I've got no respect for him. I've got to give him an hiding.
But do you think that anger, which you maybe haven't been used to with your other opponents, is that going to will that affect you at all come fight night?
No, it won't affect me. I'm a professional, and I've done it all my life. But you know, back in my mind, that spite will be there, and that nastiness will be in me to hurt him.
You've obviously, I assume, watched the Hatton fight back. What have you learned from that? Are you going to sort of apply any of that in this fight now? Or?
Yeah, obviously, fighting in front of that many people in my own town, that's a different thing. I've overcome that, so you know, I've done it now. But yeah, I've watched the fight back with me and Matthew Hatton. It seems like I was just, you know, I was winning the fight, I was coasting, I weren't going through the gears, and I really want to hurt Carson Jones in a nice way. I want to, I want to put the heat on him, and when I hurt him, I want to finish him.
Without obviously giving away too much, are you changing your tactics at all, your game plan for this fight?
Yeah, there's going to be a different strategy in this fight than the Matthew Allen fight, but you need to come out the 7th to find out. But it's going to be very entertaining, the fight. It's going to be electric, and there's going to be a knockout.
There's been a lot of changes in your division recently, what with Ortiz losing his world title, Berto being banned for a drug test. Does that slightly sort of pave, well, it knocks out a few of the big names. Does it slightly pave an easier way for you to be world champion?
No, I'm a bit gutted that's happened, because they're the fights I want to be in. You know, what happened with Berto with the drugs, and Ortiz, he broke his jaw. He's out of the mix at the moment, but I want to be in with because the fans know who them fighters are, and they're the fights that the fans want me to be in. So and I want to test my skills with the best out there. So it is a bit bad what's happened, but the welterweight division is ram-packed full of fighters. So
I was going to say, it's kind of leaving you maybe towards Lopez or Bailey. Do you have an idea in your head who maybe you want your next opponent to be?
Yeah, obviously I've got Carson Jones. I don't look any further than him, but obviously, like you said,
assuming you win. Yeah,
assuming these Baileys and Lopez's what just come out from nowhere and beat Ortiz, and it's ram-packed. The welterweight division is ram-packed with fighters. And there's some great fights out there for me, for the fans to see.
Obviously, everyone, all the British fans are putting you and Amir Khan together, or wanting that fight to happen. Assuming he beats Garcia in his next fight on the 14th of July, is that a fight you really want?
Yeah, that's a fight I really want down the line, but I need to do my thing first and get rid of Carson Jones and win myself a world title fight, and be talked about, and I think that it'll push towards me and Amir Khan 2 fight.
So you will be wishing him luck from a career perspective then?
Yeah, I'll definitely be wishing him luck. He's a British fighter. I wish him all the best, I really do, but this is a business, and when me and him do fight, obviously I will destroy Khan.
You're confident of that?
Yeah, I'm very confident.
Going back to your training, you've obviously with Brendan Ingle, and you've been incredibly successful with that. How's it been going? And also, have you changed any of your diet plan or your fitness regime, anything, or is it pretty much the same?
It's pretty much around the same. We've done some speed work in this fight. So we've altered it slightly, but everything stayed the same. We still slog it out. We still train very hard.
What are you wary of with Carson Jones that you've been working on?
He's an overall. He's got the power. He's an overall good fighter. He sparred with top Saul Alvarez in Big Bear. He gets some good training in. So he's an overall. He's dangerous. So we've got to be on his guard, and we've got to be ready. But it's not about what he's going to do. It's what we're going to do to him.
Going back to sort of the conditioning and nutrition, something I'm quite curious of is a medical side of a boxer. And I know, obviously, in the recent headlines, football's been in the headlines because of what's been happening with Fabrice Mwamba and heart conditions and stuff. Does that, as an athlete, does that make you sort of more aware? I mean, do you get heart checkups?
We get an over medical every year. Blood.
Just once a year.
Just once a year, but just once a year, yeah, to check that we're all in working order. Yes, it's obviously it's good to have. You know what I mean? You need to make sure that you're fit and healthy. But where we train, and we're on a strict diet, and we get the fluid in and everything, and we're reasonably healthy. But when we have that checkup, it's just it's mentally good, that knowing that yeah.
Well, I mean, when you saw what happened, not just for Fabrice Mwamba, there were other footballers, there was managers and stuff. As an athlete, did it give you a bit of a wake-up call to just almost wanted to sort of double-check yourself? Yeah,
it's scary. It's obviously scary what's happened, and it makes you think, what we're doing, what's happened to these, to these footballers and things. So it does make you think,
Check it's still ticking.
Am I all right? Yeah.
Listen, everyone knows what you're like as a boxer in the ring, but not many people necessarily know what you're like out of the ring. What are your interests? You know, besides boxing, what are your passions?
Just what normal people kind of like. You know, I like walking around Meadowhall. I like shopping. You know.
You seem popular here today.
Yeah, this is where I come. I like walking. You know, I like nice restaurants, fast cars. You know, that kind of stuff. I'm just a normal kid.
Are you able to switch off when you finish your fights though? Is it easy for you to totally switch off from boxing?
Yeah, when I walk into the gym, you know, everything's boxing, and that's what mistakes a lot of people have. When they walk out of the gym, they're still boxing. When I leave the gym and I've finished and I've had a shower and I've finished gym, I switch off. I just switch off and I'm just myself really. I only talk about boxing if someone talks to me about boxing, but it's good to switch off because you can end up burning yourself out if you're thinking and you're talking and you're doing too much boxing.
Throughout your career, you did hit a slight rocky patch and possibly had a little brush with the other side of the law, or the wrong side of the law. What made you? Was it family? I know you're very family orientated. What made you suddenly wake up and just switch around completely and focus?
Well, I had a little bit with the law, but obviously I've got no convictions. You know, it got overturned. It weren't my fault that what happened. It was a silliness. But obviously now I've got, you know, family orientated and I know what I want in life now. And you know, when I do go out, you know, I've got good people around me. So you know, you need to be on guard, don't you? Because you know I'm a victim. People, I'm in the public eye now, so people, you know, are there to spoil it.
More of a target.
More of a target.
Moving on, you've been with Matchroom now, and every fight that you've had with Matchroom has been a massive step up for you in terms of the caliber of fights. Would you say that it's fair to say sort of Eddie Hearn's sort of changed your career around?
Yeah, I'd say I'd go far to say as Eddie Hearn's the man. It's changed my career around. Like my profile and everything about me has actually gone through the roof. You know, I can have any date I want. You know, and he's got everything rolling with Sky. And like I said, obviously, you know, we're good friends. We can go out. You know what I mean? He's close in every way. He's the best promoter that any fighter could have.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me, and good luck on July the 7th. Thanks.